let's look at DK-27 upgrade kits for MPM-12 Bumblebee Optimus Prime. What we got going on here? Optimus Prime. People say his fists kind of big. They say his forearms are kind of big. Or I say his forearms are kind of big, damn it. And other than that, I think he looks pretty cool. This here upgrade kit comes with takes these things, people call them cat ears, off the shoulders. Gives you new forearms. Gives you longer thighs. Makes them taller. So see how that looks. See how much taller he is. Here in a moment, we'll measure him. What do you guys think? Think it's worth it? Let me show you. Here's the parts. Some of the parts here. So it's 13 screws. This here's a tool. You're gonna need to push some pins. I know, I think, yeah, 2 pins, probably. And this tool supports the part while you push the pin, so you don't damage the figure. Here's your screws. Let's see, it comes with here's some parts. Let's go through a rundown. Just get right to it. Start swapping this guy over after we measure him. You're gonna need a hammer, block of wood, some pliers, small needle nose pliers, and a Phillips screwdriver, small Phillips screwdriver. Here's the new head next to the old head. Let's see if we can get that focused. You can see people don't like the new head. It does seem a bit narrower. I don't know. It has a little more detail. Make sure you use the hardware it gives you. This is applied hardware. And you hold this assembly really tight together on that clamshell when you tighten that screw. So we're looking at the figure's left arm. I want you to remove this rubbery stack. We're going to reuse that. And we're going to take out this earpiece, like what they call the cat ears on this. And you're taking out that pin right there. And you're going to use this tool to get right there behind it. I want to make sure that you're driving the pin into this channel. If you want more tips on how to remove pins, check out the Double Dealer video that I put up. I'm going to drive this really quick. I'll be right back. Make sure you use this little anvil thing. I can fold up that shoulder pad and kind of sandwich it in there so it stays in position when you drive that pin out with the punch. This is how I ended up holding it to get it driven. Drive it all the way through. Take it out enough. There's a spring in there. took these parts here. This is the old one, how it came out. It was like this? Yeah, like this. Here's the new one. See the new one? This has this little tab for folding down the cat ear. So, yeah. You're gonna put that in. You have to pay attention to the spring. Well, this is where the pliers might come in handy for you. You grab this spring here. So yeah, you grab that spring. Put it in here. First, I recommend. Oh, it's upside down. Yeah. So this tab here, I think you can see it on the camera. Right there. That's where this is gonna end up. You gotta actuate the spring a little bit to get it on there, and in between here. See that? Yeah, get it just enough. Pull it out just enough. Get it on there so you can put this back into an alignment while you drive that spring in. That way there's that tension on that piece. See how it sits in there now? We get a picture of that. And don't forget to unfold this portion here so that way you can get this in better alignment. When you drive it back, it'll be easier. I was looking at this, guys, and I don't think you should use a hammer to drive this back. I think you should just grab it with some pliers like this. Just push it on through. Get yourself big enough pliers. Yeah, the pliers work really good. So here it is. See, now we got that piece on there. We gotta do the opposite side. The right side. Here she is installed. And pliers work good. I recommend you do it that way. And if you like cat ears, you can still have that option. Just gotta plug this bad boy back in. Oh, dang, like rubber goodness. I don't know how that's supposed to go. And then here we go. Here he is with no cat ears. Instructions specify to do the left arm. Next, there's a couple screws here we're going to take care of. Let's see. There's a piece inside there. We're going to say it's for the ratcheting joint, the lower ratcheting joint. Let's take a look at the right arm really quick. The lower one feels alright. It's the upper one that's really stiff on the figure. So it's really loose. Yeah, it's really loose. So I might have to fix that. It should separate here. There's that piece that fell out. The piece we need to keep. Okay, that's right. Make sure that piece goes in there, that ratcheting piece. And then install the new hardware, 2 new pieces. sure that ratchet. Oh, yeah. I could hold the weight. That's like my clamshell's not together all the way. Let's see. Fix that off camera there. I'll do a left-right comparison on it. It's a quick thing to note about the kit. The little piece here really easy to come off was assembled incorrectly, the left to the right. And if you have problems getting these assemblies tightened up, just try loosening up the screws a bit because they're stuck on this flange here. And then tighten them again and make sure you hold the assemblies really tightly together when you reassemble it. Now we're going to take a way to part the left leg here. These screws. This is one assembly and this is a separate assembly. We're going to take it out of screw as well after we get that first one taken out of there. There's a ratchet piece, like a spring, inside of here. You gotta keep it. Here it is. Put your thumb over it when you take the other half off the hit so it doesn't come off. And go ahead and take the left leg of the new part. You can see up there, right? Yeah. It's much bigger. Swap over that piece. You can see that piece goes inside here, inside this assembly. Now you gotta take this apart. There's a ratchet in there you want to keep too, a little ratcheting piece. A detent, I guess you call it. I don't know. You want to keep that. Keep my thumb over it again while I pull this out. And there's same deal. Got a new part here. We're gonna swap it over. Just find that open place here. Start flopper in there. That's right. You want this on the outside. The fuel tank, you can swap the fuel tank now if you want. You can keep the factory tank, or you can apply the same kind of effect you want to here. I think I'm gonna try something different. Oh, I lost that detent here. Let's put that back. You put this back together. Oh, keep trying to lose the detent. I think the other side, you gotta make sure you're in all the way. That's what she said. There you go. We get the new hardware. Don't forget that part. Put new hardware in here. The fastener, the screw, whatever you want to call it. Don't forget. And again, check the assembly. Oh, it looks like the assembly is kind of loose, and the hardware is close to bottoming out. Same thing. Just back it off. And put it back in. There you go. Oh shit, it's pretty tight. I don't know. I don't think that'll help. Let's see. Alright. We got one of these done here. Just gotta move this leg over. Can't forget about that detent, that spring we have on the other side. Same thing, make sure that goes in. I think it looks pretty good. Get it together for the camera. There we go. Alright, now let's put some new hardware in here. Looks like there's only one spot now. Alright, there's two. There's one here, and there's one right here that we're going to put in. I'm going to take care of that off camera. So there's one step you want to go back. You want to take the other half of this out of the assembly here and install it separately. See, it's easier to get the spring probably installed on this half first. I'll go in there. Let's see. Alright, so it's in there. Put this on there. Don't forget this piece of hardware right here. Otherwise you'll be taking it apart. I'm going to take care of this off camera. And now you put this back together. It's only 2 screws. This thing can be a pain to line up. This one here and this one right here. Alright, left to right, let's see what we got going on. Considerable length increase here. Ratchet feels pretty good. Everything feels pretty nice. This one was pretty good already. let's fix the side up and take a look at it. So here he is now. He doesn't suffer from that floppy gun syndrome anymore, for one. He's got a new height here. Take a photograph of that. Here he is. Alt mode. So everything tabs together about the same. These tabs are a little bit tough on there. You can see the final step where you tab it into the headache rack. It doesn't quite reach anymore. And you gotta make sure you just fold it up just like that and you get it to roll, or kind of roll. It's about the same as he always was when he was in truck mode or alt mode. Wish he had a fifth wheel. It's the only thing I really I think he is lacking in this mode. And as far as the upgrade kit's concerned, I think the figure's like $125, and the upgrade kit's like $60 some shipped to your house. So it's worth it to you. Being this prime, he transforms pretty easily and he handles pretty well. And here's some of the other offerings don't fare the same. So there's their advantages to having this one for sure. And I chose it for those advantages because I knew I wanted to try to handle it more, mess around with it. But yeah, don't forget to give me thumbs around, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs all around. Have a great day. Peace, love, gossip. Take care.